So what we want to do is figure out the real estate. You know,
Mm-hmm.
what is this all about?
Yeah.
We want to do some pinky push-ups, right? So we
Yeah.
want to be able to get your fingers stronger so that you can play this. You want to be able to look at a piece of music and you want to know how to read that. And you want to be able to create your own music.
Yeah.
So those are the three things
I
that
already
we
know
will
the.
be doing.
I already know the. Is that what it's called? The pentatonic thing?
Yes, the pentatonic is what? All blacks, right?
I could do that pretty well. Gosh, why am I so short? Like even on camera. Like really? I don't have to be so harsh, camera.
Okay, so we're going to divide this up into technique. We're going to call this sight reading.
Mhm.
And we're going to call this composition or improvisation. It's basically composition. So with the technique, you build up the ability with your fingers to do what you want to accomplish. With the sight reading, you learn how to read all the great music that's already been written.
Oh wow, wow.
And with composition, you create some music yourself.
Yeah. So like I can sing the chicken nuggets and if you, gosh.
Whoops.
If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. Sing it, chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah, 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 yeah.
Can you play that on the piano? The
Um.
Chicken McNugget song? Pick it out.
Yep.
Oh, you're in the pentatonic.
Dang it. I'm like.
That's cool. That's yeah.
Yeah, I'm like. Hold on. No, I'm gonna.
You almost have it.
It's so hard.
Almost got it. Okay, that's the Westminster chime.
Yeah.
There's a really amazing piece
My dad
called
went to that
Carillon. What?
Yeah, my dad and his parents went to that church. They
Oh.
actually lived right
Oh
by
my
it.
goodness.
Literally. Like.
Well, there's a piece for organ that's based on that, and I think we'll try to introduce you to that at some point. It's you'll recognize that theme. That theme's been used
I
a
could
lot.
do that. Wait.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what we do now? Let's start over here in the technique world, and let's get you orientated to the keyboard.
Yeah.
So do you know where? Find a C for me.
Middle C, right? Or what's it? Is this middle C?
Nope, that's not middle C.
Oh, it's this.
Okay. See this right here? And this? And that? That's a doghouse. So whenever you see these, remember that's a doghouse. What lives in a doghouse?
A dog.
What does the word dog start with?
D.
So find all your D's. Yeah, try to find your D's. You love that pentatonic scale, really. Find all the D's.
Okay, so.
That's a doghouse, and the dog lives in the doghouse.
Yes.
Find all your D's. That's a D. D. No more D's up there.
Okay.
Where are the other D's? That's a D. That's a D. Yeah. No, that's a D. Okay.
And.
That's the last one. Okay, this is a two-car garage.
Why is it called a two-car? That's obviously three.
How do you spell garage?
G.
G. What's the next word?
R.
G-A.
G-A. Dang it, why am I stuck at spelling?
So if you remember this is a two-car garage, and you spell garage G-A, then you'll find D, G, and A. So find all the A's on the keyboard.
Okay, so which, like, give me a hint, like, which is an A? Like, what one is an A?
Okay, if this is a two-car garage, and these two things live in the garage, you have a G car and an A car that live in the two-car garage. We want the A car.
Okay.
There you go.
And then,
Do you have any? Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
and then
Yes! Cool, cool, cool. Yeah.
one, and
You do have
that
one here. You wouldn't recognize it because you don't see all three of those, right?
Yeah.
Now find all the G's, G cars.
Alright, so the,
Mm-hmm. That's all the G's. Okay.
yeah, okay.
Now, if I told you that we have letters A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and that's all you're ever going to have here, then it repeats over A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And if I told you that, if you know this is D, and you already know that these are G and A, think about your alphabet and show me where E might be.
Like that?
So A, B, C, D, what comes after D in the alphabet?
E.
Find your D.
Okay, so
Find your D.
like D's are, we just did this, it was this.
D is the doghouse.
Yeah.
So if E is next, go up one note and you'll find your, there's your E's. Okay, find all your E's. No, that's a B.
So
E, E. Now, let me give you a hint. There'll be 8 notes apart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we call that an octave. So if I'm going to have all the E's, there'll be
so was it here to here?
here to here.
Okay.
8. Yeah, that's 8. Okay, so those are the E's. Where would, if this is E, where would F have to be?
F would be like right here.
A, B, C, D, E. We're going up.
Okay.
E,
F.
E. Well, that's a doghouse. That's the doghouse, right?
Okay. Wait, so where's the A? Is it?
A
okay,
is here. A, B, C, D, E,
That's
F, F, G, G, A. There you go. There you go. See how it goes?
Like H. And
No
H.
H's.
It says like A.
Unless you're doing the famous
Or like A. Because
Bach.
like Bakchu.
Yeah, okay. So, if I told you, if you know where one of these is, if you know where A is, you could figure everything else out because you know your alphabet, right?
Yeah.
The other thing is, if you see these patterns, you see these patterns? You got 2 and you got 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And with the doghouse and the 2-car garage, you could quickly find A. You could count up and go A, B, C. Oh, that's D. But because we know this is a doghouse, this is a 2-car garage, that almost gets you most of the notes on the. So the next thing we have to do, once we know where notes are here, of course we got these guys, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about those a little bit later, but remember we're just on the white keys. What we would have to do is figure out where this was on the music. Isn't that cool? There's no wrong note when you're playing the pentatonic scale.
Yeah, I love the pentatonic scale. There's like no wrong note, like no matter what you do.
Now, what I want to do, since we know where
Wait,
the notes are here, we're going to have to try to figure out
Why
where
did
they
it
are on the
say-
staff.
Why does it say Todd Wife?
White. Someone wanted me to write that down, and I don't need it. I just needed a blank. White. Yeah, I found a piece of paper.
Oh.
Okay, so
Wait, why does it say Todd Wife?
I'm going to put 5 lines up here. And right about here, I'm going to put 5 more. Okay, we're going to join them together with this line. What would we call these 5 lines? Do you know?
A, B, C, G, A, B, C, G.
Okay, but what's this called if you have 5 lines?
I missed a bunch of letters. Okay, A, B, C.
Okay, you call it a staff.
E, G.
You call that a staff.
Yeah.
If you have 2 staves hooked together, the whole thing, it's a grand staff. So with a staff, we can actually start placing pitches. So a pitch means that this is higher, this is lower.
Yep.
Okay, the pitches means that we have different frequencies, we have higher or lower notes. So, if we were going to go right square in the middle of this grand staff and put a note right here, that note is middle C.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say we want to do the same thing we did here, except on here. We want to transfer notes to here. So what I would do is I'd say, okay, if I chose this right here, let's say this line right here, let's say I put an old-fashioned G, a real fancy G here, and I came down here and I made a circle around that. Oh, sorry. Okay, we want to go around that. Let me write it on a flat surface and I'll do better. Okay, this is an old-fashioned G. How can that happen every time? This is an old-fashioned G. Yeah, you did it on different octaves, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay, here's a G, and if this G circles this line right here, we say this line is now going to be G. What do you think this next space would be?
So that's a G and that's a F?
F is here. So if we're going to go to G, then we're going to start over again. If this line is G, what would this space have to be? We go A, B, C, D, F, G, and we start over again, right? So if this is G, we have to start over again. So this would be what? If we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and if this is G, we're going up, what does this next space have to be? Have to start over again. So it would be A, right? Yeah, that's A. So if that's A, what does this next line have to be? What's your alphabet?
I don't know.
If this,
I'm just making a bunch of weird noises. I don't know why.
so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? You know your alphabet, right? So if this is A, what's the next line have to be?
A?
No, if this is A, what would this line have to be? B. What would this line have to be?
C.
Yes, what would this line be? Sorry, it's a space.
C.
Then D.
Wait, yeah, D.
And what's after D?
E. G.
Okay, so start right here in the middle of the keyboard.
Wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Well, those.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah, but those aren't those notes. Those are wrong notes. So
I know.
start right here in the center of the keyboard. This is this note right here.
This is C.
Middle C. It's middle C. Okay, that's middle C. Now I'm going to write a note up here, and I want you to play it for me, okay? You look up here. Look up here. Try to stay focused on this. Okay, if that's C, play C. That's middle C. You're going to play it. Go ahead, you can play that note. Okay, now I want you to play this note right here, which is one note above it. Okay, now I want you to play this note. I want you to play this note. And this note, you just played a scale. Did you know that? Okay, now start here and go this way. I want you to play. Whoops! Now watch me. Watch up here at the same time when you're playing. Okay, you're gonna play C. C. Play. No, that's D. That's D. Where's C?
I don't know.
C. Okay, that's C. Okay, now we're gonna go play this note here. Play this note here, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, you just played C major scale in both the treble and the bass clef. Now, this is a treble clef, and this